Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yorkie Man here, and we are kicking this episode off with the Johnson's Paint Trophy against York City. And this is a trophy that I'm going to try, quite hard in. I put out a bit of a weakened squad for this one, but I thought York City, we should be able to get a win. I'm quite confident with the squad now, and I say this, not taking it lightly, but I think I'm getting better with the game mechanics. But we get a popped off shot there with Connolly, and he finishes it up, and I think that's Connolly's only his second goal. He's not really been a prolific striker at all. He's not. That's not what sort of player he's been for us in any way, shape or form. And my plan in this was to pressure. My crease there goes through, but it's pretty poor finish. His finishing is really bad. I mean, his control's quite good, but his finishing is bad. They get a header off there, but Sullivan makes a save. And to be fair, Sullivan's been really good for us this year. So far this year, and so far through the episodes. Also coming up, we have the transfer deadline day, and they've changed it up, so it's it's going to be cool to see that. We bring on a Zogway to, try and add that little bit of style, that little bit of flair in midfield, and hoping that he can come in and do some at Holmes. Gets a great shot there, but it's saved. And I do not understand why it's lagging like that. Hopefully it's only temporary. As Zogway here gets through, I get a shot off with him. It's on the outside of the boot as well, which is pretty new. I like that. That's cool. But he can't do anything with it. And I just tried to keep on pressuring that there and this finish, but nope, it's offside. And I've had a few of them. You're going to see them in upcoming episodes now. I've had a few. If I sound a little bit nasally, it's because I have a cold. I've literally had this cold for like a month. It's doing my head in, but I need to crack on with these videos because I'm way behind. But I'm happy with that. A 1-0 victory, and we cannot complain about that whatsoever. It's a good win. We get to progress to the next round, and wouldn't it be great if we get to be in the final of the Cup this year? I don't know if they've actually fixed the fact that do you actually get any decent money for being in the Cup. But here, McKindy, we are finally on the contract stage, and I don't want to be paying a ton for him. He's 19, he's young, he might not be a superstar. I don't want to be paying completely out my bank range, because that's just not what I want. And we've paid a little bit over the odds for this youngster. And Zuzi, the right back, he's got quite a bit of pace, so some good strength. He's got some good stats. But we managed to get him to accept that contract that we just offered him there, and the same for McKinley. So we have two new players, and overall I didn't break the bank to sign them. I wouldn't say I didn't really spend that much money, so I can be pretty happy with what I've come out with. In my opinion, I can anyway. And back to the reports and looking at certain players to sign. I've done Scotland and Ireland. I'm now actually scouting in England, but for now I wanted a really strong central midfielder and wingers. I think my midfield is the weakest area. I think apart from Ferry, I'm not overly happy with the midfield. I think that's an area that really needs improving. I'm quite okay with the defence because they're quite strong defenders, and now I've got that right back in. I'm happy, but I definitely think the midfield needs some better talent in there. Needs some solid. I need a good passing midfielder, in my opinion. But that's what we'll be looking for, in the future. But coming up here we have Exeter, and I think there's actually only 2 games in this episode. I know I said there'll be 3 games in an episode, but while we've got transfer stuff going on, it will go to 3 games an episode when it's just literally I'm just bringing you game footage. We might even fit 4 depending on how entertaining each game is. We could decide that when we get there. But Exeter was, I wouldn't say a team that I don't know too much about, but in my head, Portsmouth, Exeter, I should be winning. And I really wanted to come out of the blocks quick, and passing movement is definitely key. And Bradford, who asked the player, give him the start, but he gets a block on that shot there. He's 18, and I've done a bit of research. Apparently in real life he's really promising, but look at this. As I said, my defence is okay. A gaping hole, and O'Flynn's in there to score for Exeter. And I was raging. I was like, how are we leaving such big gaps? But we do exactly the same again. Gosling gets a shot off there, but Sullivan saves it. And really coming into half time, I was like, this is not the way that I can be playing. I really cannot afford to be playing this way. We were just leaving gaps and gaps, and I don't know why. It's the worst defensive performance I've had. Again, their defender should have cleared that up, and O'Flynn steps in for his second. And literally, at this point, I was just like, right, well, that's game over. I struggled to score lots of goals on this game. So that was it. Bramford plays through Marquise, though, and could this be a chance for at least one? No, Marquise cannot finish that, and you know, he was under a bit of pressure, but I felt like that should have been a goal, but they managed to clear it, and can you do? But that was it. That was game over, and that's the 2 games for this episode that I've got, but not really what I want. The league is really important because I would love to get promotion in the first season. I'm not saying that that's going to happen because I've found some of the games tough. Some of the teams I'm playing against are really tough to play against. You know, this league is no joke whatsoever. There's some real tough games in this league, and I think at this moment in time it's about getting to grips with what I want from the team and what I'm going to do with the team in the future. This is just a quick look on how people have improved. There's never going to be major improvements on tons of players because of how far we are into the season. You know, we're not even gone past the transfer window, but I just wanted to give you a quick update of any changes, if at all, that have happened. I think I did it wrong because I forgot to switch to the attributes, but there's a few old boys up front there, Patrick Adjiman and David Connolly, so I certainly know my strike force for the future, that's really going to need an overhaul. And this is when I noticed that McQueese was on loan from Millwall, so that was kind of like, oh, damn, because I had a lot pinning on him. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and make sure you keep watching and like and subscribe. But you know, stay tuned for the next one. I'm speeding up with these, but thanks for watching.